Today, we're unlocking the Great Awakening map. So just imagine for a second, what if it all fits together? I mean, everything. From ancient aliens to secret space programs, from global conspiracies to a huge spiritual awakening for all of humanity. That's the really radical idea at the very heart of the chart we're about to explore. And, well, here it is. At first glance, it is an absolutely overwhelming web of lines, circles, and tiny, tiny text. This sprawling infographic promises to connect hundreds of seemingly unrelated dots into one single unified picture of reality. But where did something like this even come from? I mean, who sits down and creates a chart that tries to explain, well, everything? To really understand the map, we have to first understand the map maker. Meet Champ Pyrinia. He's a Thai-American artist, and his background is kind of the perfect recipe for this map. See, he's a former graphic designer, which totally explains the structured infographic style. But he also went on this deep spiritual journey, moving to Thailand to focus on meditation and Buddhism. That combination of design skill and spiritual seeking, that's the foundation for this whole thing. Now, this is crucial. Pyrinia didn't just create this as a piece of art. He designed it to be what he calls an awakening tool. The language is very intentional. He calls it a red pill. Yep, a direct reference to the Matrix, and its whole purpose is to shatter your perception and help you see the world's hidden truths. So, what exactly are these hidden truths? What kind of information is packed into this incredibly dense chart? Let's break down the key ingredients. What's really interesting is how the map's DNA breaks down. It's basically a cocktail of 3 different but overlapping belief systems. So on one hand, you've got political conspiracy elements, like the deep state and false flag events. Then it pulls in all the classic paranormal topics. We're talking secret space programs and reptilian aliens. And finally, it fuses all of that with spiritual and new age concepts, like a coming great solar flash and humanity ascending to a higher dimension. This is one of these central concepts you'll see. It's this idea of a massive energy event from the sun that's going to trigger a planet-wide shift in consciousness. The map also leans really heavily on Eastern philosophy. It suggests our perceived reality is just an illusion that we all need to wake up from. And here's where you see the interactive part. The map suggests it's not just about learning secrets, it's about actively participating, using collective thought to literally manifest a better future. Now, this map did not stay a niche artifact for long. Its journey online really shows you how a complex idea can spread and evolve in the digital age. It was created back in mid-2018, and it found its audience fast. It first blew up on Instagram and in spiritual groups, but what's fascinating is its staying power. It just keeps resurfacing, gaining new relevance whenever a big news event happens or a new social media trend aligns with one of its many, many themes. And yeah, this thing quickly became more than just a viral image. It became a commercial product. You can buy it as a huge poster on sites like Amazon and Etsy. And it's not just one version either. There are multiple editions, each with a slightly different look, from the Matrix Special Edition to the Great Solar Flash Edition. So how should we even understand this cultural artifact? Is it a helpful guide or just a confusing maze? Well, there are 2 very different ways of looking at it. First off, a really important clarification. The name Great Awakening is totally a modern invention for this map. It has absolutely no connection to the historical religious revivals in colonial America that had the same name. This really gets to the heart of it all. For believers, the map is a powerful roadmap. It's a tool for personal discovery and a guide to a higher truth. For critics and academics, though, it's a hyper-real conspiracy chart. They analyze it as a tool that builds a really compelling story by linking a bunch of unrelated ideas, and in doing so, it effectively recruits people into a shared worldview through social media. So, this leaves us with a final question. Is the Great Awakening map a key that actually unlocks the secrets of the universe? Or is it maybe more of a mirror, reflecting our modern desire to find patterns and meaning in a world that often feels overwhelmingly chaotic? That ultimately is for you to decide.